Your gaming habits, they got more sway over your play than you think. I'm telling you, your skill level, they're just your habits in disguise. Did you ever find yourself losing games and not knowing why? You're doing everything by the book, but you're stuck in your ways? And usually, those mistakes are right there on the surface even if you don't see them. But no worries, in this video I'm gonna break down and explain the most common ones for you. And don't sweat it, whether you're a seasoned pro or a total noob, these slip-ups can hit anyone. So stick around till the end, maybe you'll spot that one goof up that's been holding back your faceit climb. And before we dive in, don't forget to smash that sub button and hit the like for the pre-fight action, cause there is the ton of dope content here, trust me. So I had this sick game recently, and of course it was on Mirage. We aced a knife round and kicked off on city side. Now what made it interesting was how the opponents kept rushing mid every round, and we couldn't do squat about it. We lost every duel. But you know what the kicker was? We needed to adapt. Instead of giving them mid and huddling up like scaredy cats at sides, we stubbornly kept trying to reclaim mid control, and with each round we just spiraled into Tilt City. So remember kids, there are those games where nothing seems to click, and that's when you gotta be flexible, break free from your usual playbook. Maybe if we had done that in this game, we could have come out on top. If you're not fragging enough on T side, chances are you're not playing mirroring strats. Let me break it down. So you're holding down B side on city, but when it comes to other sides you're lost. Maybe you're just swinging it at T or mid without knowing the ins and outs. And that's why you keep getting clapped. So it's crucial to stick to your comfort zone on both sides, where you know the plays inside out, when the nades fly, how to pick right, where to hold. Now let's talk about economy. I know it sounds basic, but even in a 3k elo lobby, I've seen folks clueless about what to buy, let alone what the opponents are packing. That's why I've had teammates full buy and rush into an eco round getting moved down in close quarters. Even if you're all about that aggressive playstyle, do not hesitate to grab those farm guns like the Mach 10 or MP9. If you get popped, dropping that gun ain't no biggie, and most times it won't swing the round. Plus, farm guns fire faster, giving you a better shot against an unarmored pistol wielder. And if the opponent's got a fat loose bonus, playing aggressive makes no sense, cause they'll just splash on armor and deagles, turning those duels into a coin toss. That is not cool when you've got the economic edge, so always keep that in mind. Next up, do not play by the book. At level 10, I'm often in lobbies where say at 2500 elo dudes, queuing with 9th or 8th. And often, the less experienced players are still learning nades, not quite grasping when and where to throw them. Take Mirage for instance, playing T-side. Your mate gets some open frags and A, and you're rushing over, tossing smokes to ramp and jungle for a quick plant. But why? Instead, you could smoke top con and molly deep jungle, giving your team more room to maneuver. So before you chuck that nade, ask yourself why and how you're gonna play around it. The quicker you can answer that, the faster you'll level up your game.
Spotted, down he goes, and then he goes! Oh no, Calix! He'll find the kill and look.
Watching pro streams, I've noticed a neat trick that even 3k elo players rarely use: memorizing opponents' nicknames. Just like you, they've got habits and patterns that shape their game. So if you keep getting wrecked by the same nick, chances are they're lurking. So when you see them scoring early picks or dying elsewhere on the map, it means the opponent had a setup in mind and you can go all in on your side without worrying about them waiting for you. Armed with this intel, you can sneak up behind them or relay that info to your team to reinforce another side, boosting your chances of winning the round. It's crucial to do this on T side too, since city players rarely switch positions. So if you tag a lone ranger at B, you can quickly plant and catch the rotations. Making a habit of remembering nicknames lets you read the game like Seiji Akashi for those in the know. Here's a life hack for those shaky 1 vs 1 or 1 vs 2 situations. Take 3 deep breaths, it will calm your heart rate and sharpen your focus. Never ever rush into a smoke with your whole squad. Sometimes you plan a strat, toss smokes and bam! Enemy smokes land back. The smart move? Turn back. Think about it, if they are ready for your exit, they are likely stacked at the side, making it easier for cities to defend than for you to attack. And now one of the most crucial tips, and a common mistake among players, is not to blindly follow the criticism of a stronger player in-game. Remember, even if they have higher elo, they are just as human as you are and can make mistakes too. Why is this important? Because you might take their words as gospel and end up playing correctly according to some random guy from a match. As selfish as it sounds, you gotta trust yourself. If you wanna fix your gameplay issues, watch your own demos and those of the pros. That's where you'll find the solutions to your problems. I bet you've encountered players in your games who think they are captains like Levi or Alexei. They plan out rounds with 5 smokes, 10 flashes, 3 mollies and 2 nades, and if you don't execute their plan, you're automatically blamed for the lost round. Remember this, the more complex the strat on Faceit, the higher chance it will fail. On Faceit, people are used to running and gunning, so as a captain your job is to give them a flash that won't blind them, and trust me, they will clutch the round. A good captain knows how to lead their players. If you find yourself in one-on-one situation, remember save your nades for last. It's a big mistake, especially when the opponent doesn't have precise info on you. You're just giving away your position and a glimpse of your strategy. Instead, find a good spot, wait for them to step into your crosshair, or even better, play for the bomb. Here's another quick life hack. Let's say you're holding down a position where there's some smoke like connector on Mirage. In that spot, it's best to roll with the M4A1S, even if you had an AK or M4A4. Why? Because the M4A1S doesn't leave traces like those other guns. That way you can shoot through smokes or catch opponents off guard without giving away your position. And here's the last tip for today. If you're left with low HP after a duel and your team is mostly alive, the best move is to stay put. Find a good angle for yourself and gather info for your team. It's all about maintaining that advantage in numbers. By holding your ground, you'll contribute to your team without risking further casualties. Use these tips and start winning more games. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!